thinking about this, maybe you get like a 1 null talisman to have enough mana. Mana pool CM, of course, lower, 243, 279 on Bristle, Shaker's low. Seems like Mars has like the most mana here.
It's almost the same as Axe, right? Like Axe has 315, and you got 301 over on Mars, but Axe has harassment that costs him 50 mana in the form of Battle Hunger.
Yes.
And we've actually seen a lot of Axes even just skipping going the Berserker's Call and just going like Hunger and Helix and getting up in the face of whoever's in the safe lane.
1.4 per level. How much does Axe get? 1.6. He probably is the lowest one with the end gain in this game. Lone Druid, 1.4. Like Lone Druid has more end game than you.
Everyone's back in. Let's keep it rolling. And Mars and Rubik should easily be able to hold like both the boundary rooms on bottom, so I'll be up to the top lane. I like this outfit from above, like Pexu almost looks like a Naga Siren walking around as the Crystal Maiden.
The time draws nigh.
The battle begins.
It reminds me of Slardar. That's my first guess, but I can also see why you're going with Naga.
In all things.
Never liked that set.
It looks like she's got a tail. Like what is?
It's like tail and the wings. Definitely looks like Slardar to me.
Yeah, and this way she has to use her feet. Now, I don't know about you, but no legs, please. That's the best way to do it. Even Ember Spirit, I reckon he hovers above the ground. He never lets his royal feet touch the deck.
Maybe he is just thinking about Mother Earth. His feet stinks. He does not want to touch it. But let's watch the mid lane. It's gonna be Mickey.
Yeah, it's not that we thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. So they will put the Lone Druid on the safe lane against the Axe. I guess that's one reason. Otherwise, your Void Spirit would be much more contested in the laning stage. You're playing against melee against Axe, which is always bad. And now you have 2 range heroes plus a bear.
Yeah, this feels pretty rough for an Axe. And Crystal Maiden's harassment on Leon's not going to be doing much anyway. In fact, every time there's that extra root, you get more damage in from Liquid.
So you're already, forcing him to use a healing salve, which is a pretty big deal in the laning stage. And new healing salve is also nerfed. Like you need to wait 2 extra seconds, from 8 to 10 seconds. It got increased, so you can't come back to the lane faster. It's all about these small details.
Yeah, nothing to give you the space. He's even trying to get in range. Okay, he does at least manage to drag down most of that wave. Hextu is standing no chance against Insania. Insania's just standing his ground, got Blightstone already over on the Chen. So Crystal Maiden just dropped so low on the armor that the damage from the Chen is just so much higher than she's ever able to output. They picked it for a reason. Enjoying actually watching the mid lane. Mickey up against Chessie. Chessie, obviously you got like stick charges to give Mickey some a little bit more sustain in the lane, but Chessie's still doing very well on the CS board.
I don't think you can kill Bristleback in this lane unless he overextends. Maybe you get a pull on the tower. He needs to bring some extra regen. What is he bringing? A healing salve, 2 mangoes. Might be a different story once you hit level 6. Let's see the pull onto the tower. It's just gonna be some harassment.
Yeah, it's because the creep wave is still taking up a lot. That's 5 core spray stacks over on Mika. He pushed the shields up just in case Chessie wants to force the issue, but now it's going to be salve and salve. Mid lane stays in equilibrium while Coif is being dived by Zibe. That's what Savage Roar is for. Send Axe back, but Crystal Maiden, she's got level 1 in Frostbite. Maybe they can close the distance, but there's not a single point up in Cold. Right now, they're still not even level 3 Axe. Just a little shy of it. A bottom lane could fissure from Z-Free. Creates enough space that he'll end up surviving too.
If you compare, let's say, Liquid to how they've been playing during ESL tournament and how they've been playing throughout this one, it's a very big difference. It just feels like a completely different team.
What do you think has been like their biggest improvements?
not having blitz during ESL. No, that's not improvement. I mean, not having blitz. One of the reasons why they didn't do so well. And I'm pretty sure he's with them on Discord, you know, talking about strategies and picks, how to execute it.
I think your wording, I think, went the opposite way of what you thought that was going to mean. I'm like, what's the biggest improvement? Not having blitz. Great. Pex are going to be brought down on top lane. Insania, that's with that extra wall. You got the extra slow, and Pex, who just couldn't walk away. Crystal Maid's movement speed's always been one of the worst in the game.
It's not just the movement speed, you also don't deal well with all these summons. Like, if you think about it, yeah, you have Frostbite, which is pretty great against one summon, but there's also a Bear, Harassment from the Chen, plus a Blightstone, so there is a ton of damage. And the Axe is trying to cut the creep wave. Kobold 4, man, that's my favorite neutral creep. Looks so gangster.
Oh, we actually went for the call. Needs extra spins for Insane to drop down low, and Zebe actually tips him as he's killing him. If he didn't get those extra 2 spins nearing the end of that call, it may have been a very different scenario. Chessie. Okay, he's able to catch him. Even gets the fresh bottles up. You can get the 5-minute bounty runes in just 1 second, so they'll let the lane go. While on bottom lane, Madara trying to battle for this 5-minute rune. Z-Freak gets the stun out, trying to get the follow-up totem, but Rubik pick up Tiger. Almost got the full control. Pexu gets one of the bounty runes, but Mickey now arrives looking for his easy kill into Z-Freak. He has to move up. Tiger on 12 HP is able to survive.
Oh, because Mickey got that kill, he was level 6. Also, he got the faster rune than Bristleback. Now he refilled the bottle. He's gonna come back to the lane, full HP, full mana, and gets the kill on the side lane, saving his teammates. So very nice play overall from Liquid. It's just that, like, one lane is going well, you get the rune, and then, you know, the other lanes are also not going well. So Bo3 decides to go for Power Treads first item. This is the build that he likes to do on the strength offlaners, especially when he's playing like a Dragon Knight. Just gets Power Treads and into a Blink Dagger. And with Power Treads, you can shift, get 10 intelligence when you're shifting. So that's like mana sustain in the lane. Not the greatest one, but you know, at least it's something considering the last nerfs.
Still prefer something more like, oh, hello, jump in, Mickey. He actually gets the kill onto Chessie. He was already up to 6 core spray stacks. Thought it might have been a little risky to go, but calculated. Chessie now having his 2nd death of the game. That whole dream of being 1 item ahead is definitely not a reality in this game. The top 3 net worths all belong to Liquid. The only one close to it is Axe.
Mid lane. Really? He's dead.
He actually got the damage if he turns? No, of course. The shields are still up.
Oof. Also, this shield is super effective against Bristleback, and his close it's physical damage, so you're blocking that as well.
And Zibe's really trying to force the issue up on top. Looking for a call, already gets one big spin out in the Chen. Pexu can't help him out. The large issue of the lane druid.
164 move speed.
Goodbye. That Crystal Maiden does not stand in this lane. Maybe if you had something like a paralyzing cast Witch Doctor to bounce around.
I just ripped into the hero.
Axe is dead. Mickey's moved in. A quick little step forward. He's got his remnant as well to keep the control up. And Axe, you can call all you want, but Mickey will just step himself back to the mid lane. I've seen really good for Liquid.
I've seen a lot of mid Bristlebacks. Like during ESL China, it was a very popular pick where you're just bullying enemies out of the lane, creating a lot of space for your team, playing behind tier 1, tier 2 tower, taking the stacks. But this is not the Bristleback that I've seen. Bo3.
Able to spear away. Madara doesn't have level 6 yet, so there's no spirits available. Bo3 was actually perfectly controlled by Z-Freak and then chain controlled by Crystal Maiden, but now it's Z-Freak underneath the tower. Something's not right, and that's what's not right. No one's at home. The internet cable's unplugged. And that definitely feels bad. Even if they do think about letting him escape from this, I think the tower kills him anyway.
I'll be honest with you, I've done this once. Like, I misused my spells, didn't use them on time, then I disconnected so I don't look stupid. And then I came back into the game, so it looks like I lagged. Maybe that's the place. Like, Z-Freak is a very smart young man.
Wait, and actually discussing this, like, Bo3's like, I don't want to die, but somebody has to. Bo3 was just lucky enough to survive. In fact, he'll turn around for the spear.
I don't think he would get the kill anyway. It's a level 1 Fisher, level 1 enchant totem. Fisher was not ready at the time.
Madara would have had the kill if he didn't get speared back as far as he did as well. Like, it wasn't even the short range into the tree that was next to him. It was all the way back to the tree line just above the tower. Maybe Rubik now Tiger will sacrifice himself for the greater good. Nope, stick charges up. Fade Bolt, not going to dive the tower this time around, OG.Seed. Insania. I mean, sorry, Mickey, looking for a jump. Insania a little bit too late. Doesn't really have the greatest trapper. He just brings bonus damage to the lane and the Alpha Wolf.
Yeah, Arcane Ring is such a badass neutral item if you have a good hero to carry it. Like, it's the perfect Void Spirit item here. You get mana, you get damage, you get armor against Bristleback, which is pretty nice.
I'm thinking of having another go at mid. Mickey's going to get a full bottle charge up now thanks to Tiger returning. But Z-Freak's movement. Probably wished he had a lot more impact on this game so far. Every rotation seems to have, well, failed. The scoreboard kind of reveals that with a 1-8. And now Tiger gets to soak up the mid lane. Keep it pushed back while down on bottom. Amber Spirit will arrive. They drop down sentries, and Senya's going to drop one of his own. And it's Mickey looking for the
Vex too.
It's not a happy day.
One-shotted. Astral Step plus Resonant Pulse. Like, in a second, he's gone. Bristleback, still there. I mean, they have very limited catch for Mickey.
They're trying to actually contest the outpost trap. Madara's going to jump in. It's a good sign of Fifth Searing Chain over on 2 heroes. But with another quick jump forward from Mickey, he just tanks through all the damage. Z-Freak will be the next target. Bo3 just wants to try and outrun the Flame Guard. But Immolation's a pretty damn good thing, especially when controlled with Searing Chains with Bo3. 50 HP, the one charge just gave him the life. Mickey will create some extra space for Pexu. He'll rotate around. Easiest level 1 Crystal Nova of his life, but Mickey, he'll get what he really wants. More and more kills, stalking him up. He's 7-0-2. He's about to make it 8-0-2. In 8 seconds when he's got jump, all the remnant. Pexu stay above the tree line. He'll frostbite Mickey underneath the tower. Still got a couple of 1 charges. And now Pexu low on life. Out your pop. There goes the 8th kill for the Void Spirit of Mickey.
And it's a 5k lead already for Team Liquid. This Void Spirit is doing everything in this game. The problem is Chen, like, he hit level 6 at 10-minute mark, which you usually don't see, but they were getting a lot of kills on the mid and top lane. He's involved in 8 out of 13 kills on Chen, so that means he's getting a lot of XP. So you don't expect him to have Hand of God when you're fighting for the outpost.
Oh, mid lane Madara. That actually worked out nicely. Bo3 didn't throw the spear, so didn't push him into the tower and then drag him back with the remnant, which I'm fairly certain was Liquid's goal there. While all this is going on, Koifa's finished Mask of Madness, farming up his Desolator, and uncontested Lone Druid in the safe lane, while Liquid group up massively and look for their own kill in mid. Zibe on 60 HP, makes a break for the trees. Mickey's him way too deep.
He's dead.
He doesn't have a jump away. And it's Madara who will end the streak. That's some good money coming the way of the Amber Spirit.
Radiant's top tower.
500 gold for that kill. This is the downside of Void Spirit. You want to keep playing aggressive, but you do not want to use all your kit to get a kill. You always want to keep one so that you can be able to run away if there's no one behind you, like if you have no follow-up from the team. But as you said, Koikwa on the top lane was just farming. Now rotates to the bottom lane. Mask of Madness going for that Deso build, which is pretty standard these days. When I say pretty standard, it's just Koikwa build because no one else is playing the hero.
Oh, Mickey. That's an interesting direction for the Remnant. I was going to pull Chessie a little bit closer so Bo3 can get the easy spear. Remember, they don't have Arena Liquid because they burnt it on the support hero. Not going to stop Mickey from jumping forward. Lone Draw taking the Tier 1 tower on the bottom while all this is going on. But now the Chen army goes to work. Tiger, he got the grab, he got the pickup, and Jesse wants to get back out while Pexi just wants to let it go. He couldn't get it all off, however. 2 heroes go down for OG and Liquid. They just regenerate through, didn't even need the Hand of God or the Lone Druid.
Wait, Urger doesn't even have boots? Oh, he has 5 items, none of them are boots.
Radiant's bottom tower
It
is
feels
under
so
attack.
bad.
Oh, Lone Druid about to get ganked up. Blink, call. Up and running. So Zibe's able to give the extra control. Even Z3 dropping the Echo Slam. They did not want to give Kuiper any chance to get away to safety.
Koikwa overstayed his welcome a bit on the bottom lane. He had Chen near him, but in the next few minutes he should be able to finish off the Deso. Chen with the mech in 50 gold, so all these small pieces coming together. Vlad's on Mars. Like, look at Mars mana pool, man. It's disgustingly bad. 200 for Arena of Blood, 140 for Spear, and 80 for God's Rebuke.
Yeah, still they want to pick him up. Yeah, like how he even just skipped, like, I don't even want Bulwark.
Mana. Well, someone posted on Reddit that you need to be level 10 to cast the combo if you don't go for any kind of mana items. Like if you don't have Magic Wand, you need to be level 10 to execute the combo. Wow. That's a lot of Fs I would write in chat. Well, to be honest, Mars was a bit OP as a hero. Not sure he needed this kind of a nerf. Sometimes you think about, 10 mana is not that much per level. But if you look at this, like starting int and in-game, it's just awful.
Dire are scanning.
He needs more. And I'm loving the money that's coming into Tiger. He was using the level 4 core spray that he stole to farm up Ancients to get him closer to that Spirit Vessel.
Is under attack.
And they gave him the space on bottom lane to do it. He actually recovered up about 300, 400 net worth just by being able to farm out some double stacks. And they'll try and contest for the 15-minute bounty runes. 10 seconds, and we'll see where OG.Seed want to fight for that too. Liquid want to fight to the north. Sea Freak drops down the fissure. The army is on the way, but it's a long way around. Mars, okay, that'll be a little bit off target. Trying to battle with Z Freak on the wall. He's at least able to get his totem off, but that's all. Nadara, side of steering, he's gonna get both Insane as well as Mickey, and maybe with the extra help from the axe, blinking in, able to connect over on his call. Tiger wants to create a little bit of space. Mickey's got the extra life to bounce back out and continue the fight with Gia. Not really between the two trees onto the wall. There's not really a wall. That's how it goes down. Boxy frostbitten up. Pexu still letting it go. That pushback is not enough. In fact, it doesn't hold that stun, so Pexu gets the whole duration over off.
Oh, here comes Koikwa.
Chesney in a lot of trouble. Kuiper has finally decided to join the fight. And they claim 2 cores.
Radiant's
And
I can't believe that spear did not connect. Like, maybe Roche pit is not a wall. I don't know what that is.
Remember, the word says pit, which means it is actually a sunken area, which only contains walls once you're inside the pit. But obviously, it looks like a pit, but it's not a pit. I mean, it doesn't look like a pit, so it's not a pit. Wait, Dota logic? Question.
We had a lot of those logical things throughout the 15 years of Dota. This is one of those.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, if you want to try and change the map, try and make it on is actually down a ramp. This would change the game of Dotes.
Oh, you want Roche to be on the low ground?
I'm just thinking, maybe it can be changed up.
And he can't reach you?
If it's a real pit, make it a pit.
How do you make it a real pit?
You have, like, it's a dungeon. You can walk down a ramp to get into Roshan. And then you have, like, a slow move speed to get back out of the ramp as well. Make it even more risky.
Yeah, we tried something similar, Toby. We had
tower is under attack.
Brewmaster igniting people with fire spells. You know, it didn't last for too long. We try to beat Pokemons.
Is under attack.
At least not this game. Man, what happened to Pokemon? Like Pokemon, the one that you were outside catching it, is that game?
You mean Go?
Go. It's Go as gone. You can't.
Let's battle mid. It's a 5v5 time. Boxy, is it time for the arena? You're gonna put the Ember Spirit up towards the Emperor. Back Jesse caught on the edge of a 2, a perfect spear, and the Fidget Stun can't really create anywhere near enough space. Mickey is just battling in this with a double damager and quickly killing off Madara. And now the next target, you know, is Pexu. He's already gone down. Tiger kills the kills with the Fade Bolt. Mid-tier 1 tower quickly mopped up by Liquid after the 2 kills. And OG, they never really had time to stand their ground and really have a presence.
Team Liquid could just play with 4 heroes while Koikwa is farming, but he also decided to join a couple of fights. Now he has a Deso. They could easily just go into Roche pit and, you know, take him down. Tier 2 items starting to drop. Imp Claw on the bear. Probably the best one you can get.
Just let him go nuts. The bear hit away at buildings. Boxes had all the time up on top, but now Chen is gonna drag him back down. There's a large army of stuns, of ice armor, of a clap around. And they're trying to protect Pexu. Like, please go on your warding mission here. While in mid lane, Mickey and Tiger and Bo3 all ready to fight. You got Remnant number 1 and now into the spear. Whoops! That'll push Jesse all the way back. Almost to the tier 3 tower, but because Axe as well as Z-Freak are here, they cut the fight up, but the roots are out. Jesse has no way to really escape, and Mickey is just held up for the moment thanks to the rooting of the Crystal Maiden. But once again, it is Team Liquid on the run down the middle lane, and they're looking for Pexu, who's broken off to the side. We found the rogue sheep. Yeah, there's no tree there. Love how we actually frostbit the bear, who completed his pullback. That's fine.
Now it's time to go Roche, Koikwa. Let's see if he decides to go for it, or they want to take the tier 2 tower mid first. Problem is, like, you have Axe with a blink call, but there's no real follow-up. Ember Spirit needs to be careful about his positioning.
Oh, they can't Z-Freak. Quick Yules from Mickey means easy Remnant follow-up and the spear.
Easy setup.
It really is, isn't it?
Taiga is also extremely farmed this game. Like, he doesn't have the bestest spells to steal, I would say. You know, Fissure is one of them. Chains, Remnant is okay.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
But he is extremely farmed. Spirit Vessel, and he also has 5 charges. If you have more than 3 charges, you know you're either not using them correctly or game is going so well for you that you don't even need to use them. I think it's the second one here.
Just the second one, the items, gonna pick them up quickly before they get lost on the ground. Axe, he's gonna go down quickly. Pexu cannot survive in the arena of blood. Jesse also put in that category, and that one's the one belonging to the freezing field of Rubik, dropping on their heads. OG.Seed 6-28. It feels pretty brutal. They have a 2% win rate and the win probability. That's not too happy, and Z-Freak just got caught in the tree line. Bo3 blinks forward. Extra support's arriving from Mickey. He's got another Remnant of Val, but it's buying time for Bo3 to hit into Z-Freak.
Radiant's mid
2%, you'd say that's less than what they had in the previous series.
Hopefully this game doesn't go for like 21
over.
minutes at the same win percentage.
It's just Lone Druid is doing pretty much everyone on Liquid is just one step ahead. They have one extra item. Panel talked about Bristle staying ahead with one extra item. He's sitting on only pipe at the moment, and they have a good ways to deal with them. Also, the setup that they have with either like telekinesis into a spear, into Remnant, Yule Spirit, whatever, Yule Scepter into either Remnant or Spear, and now they're gonna go for Roche. Earthshaker nowhere close to Blink Dagger, even though he has Philosopher's Stone, so that's gonna be a freebie for Liquid.
And there's nothing that nothing OG.Seed will want to do about this. Farm up your items, get a Desolator on Madara if you can have enough space in the bottom lane. Gotta give props to Pexu, he's still continuously come out here to ward. 9 deaths doesn't stop him from leaving his base. 8 deaths, same thing for Earthshaker Z3. I think he's been dreaming of this Blink Dagger forever. But he might just sell absolutely everything he owns in order to purchase it if they want to have any chance of fighting the high ground against Liquid. They just gave the Aegis to the Void Spirit. You know Mars and Lone Druid will probably survive any initiation OG.Seed can currently throw.
Insania is also so farmed. Full Guardian Greaves.
Hey, they're going 2 pipes on OG.Seed. don't know if that's intentional.
Dire's bottom
Intentional? It looked intentional.
Well, it's happening either way. Chelsea's got one, and I'm looking at Axe, who's now dying, who's got piping in quick buy, and now another blink. Your septum, my God, Madara. No shields to be given for this one. Locked inside the arena. Tiger will claim kill, and he's still just casually holding on to the freezing field. Well, up on top, Lone Druid starts on the tier 3 tower. Buybacks will have to be forced from OG.Seed if they want to defend this.
That's a Spirit Bear with all these auras like Spirit Link, Honest Armor, Guardian Greaves, 3 Centaur Conquerors just sitting in the back. Well, Chesty, he is dealing with the bear, a couple of Nasal Goose sticks, so Bear will keep back to base, yeah, and just use return.
It's almost the downside of Liquid. They had to go to the very southeastern corner of the map in order to actually get the kill, and then walk all the way back towards the mid lane. But by that point, yeah, not much more to be had from it. But the top tier 3 tower has lost 1/3 of his HP, and Chessie feels a little bit too far out. Lone Druid's coming around the back. Here's Yules, Remnant. The bear will look for his own control. They taunt him, they tangle him, and there's 3 Chen stuns on the way. He gets a pretty good call, but then the pushback from us, buying space for Chen. He's still got the hand of God available to him. Bristleback fought back as quick as he possibly could. Hexu can't do anything more. You're gonna lose the Ember Spirit Hussar. Trying to jump out for a Spirit, but that won't work either. And up the hill we go. Liquid with 5, OG with 2. Make that OG with, okay, OG with 4. They'll buy it back, but again, these stuns coming in. Z-Freak trying to create a little bit more space. Just forever Spirit Vessel, no more life. So Ember can buy back to try and defend. The tier 3 tower, the bear is almost taking care of it. In fact, now it has. Tearing chains up, but the bear is fine. The melee Rice can't say the same about it. And GG is called. Not even going to wait for the 25 minutes to come up, and rightly so. 0% on the board. Liquid take game 1 against OG.Seed.
I would say Liquid, which much better execution. Also, I'm not sure how this mid matchup should go. You have